Ralph Wilson Stadium, with its familiar red and blue color scheme, seats close to 74,000 people, and it's been filled with Bills fans every game day since 1973. And we're hoping for another great season of NFL football. Here's the kick. Drop at the 29-yard line. They'll go to work at the 29-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Moreno gets about 4 yards on the play. Tosses left. He didn't get back to the line.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
That's what we are. And that will be a 3 and out for the offense after that incompletion.
There's nothing more frustrating for an offense to come in and go 3 and out. That's just embarrassing.
He's tackled at the 36-yard line. The Colts will set up shop at the 36-yard line. Dumps it out right.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
Passing. Arian can't hang on to the ball. Hayden picks it up. Won't be stopped. The defense forces an early mistake, and sometimes that'll trigger a huge momentum shift. Draw play. Alfonso Smith was there on the tackle. Moreno gains about 5 yards on the run. Tosses left. He's still going. Alfonso Smith was there to bring him down.
Yeah, they did a really nice job sealing off the corner there, and good vision that time by the back. A lot of patience, took his time, found the hole, picked up a nice gain.
Comes down with it. Still moving. Touchdown, Bills. The Buffalo Bills got the excellent field position to start the drive, and they capitalized quickly, taking just 3 plays to score.
Chad Pennington delivers a touchdown pass on a beautiful throw, and I just admire the way he plays the quarterback position. There's such an intelligence there, but also this gutsiness. What an awesome combination.
The ruling on the field is overturned, and the call on the field will be reversed. Nice effort by the officials to get this one right.
Let's go now, let's go. Black 35. Black 35. Check, check, check.
Throws it short. Weddle makes the tackle.
That's simply good design and execution on the pattern. They work hard all week in practice and make sure that on game day they have that timing down perfectly.
Bullock will tackle him for a loss at the 8.
There are just some guys in this league that you have to run away from, but the danger in that is you run away from him and he uses his speed to catch you from behind.
Passes, end zone. Asamuga knocks it down, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
The Bills strike first. It's 3-0. At the 30. Pushed out at the 38. He got a really nice return on that one.
Amazing job. The return team really set up the blocks beautifully and gave him lots of room to run.
Throws it short. That reception is good for 7.
When you get that man-to-man coverage, sometimes you have to be a little bit careful. There are defensive backs in this league that will take a chance, jump that one, and if they do, it's 6 points the other way.
Short throw to the right, and the pass is incomplete. Miller was the intended receiver. Short pass. Makes the catch. The stop was made by Julius Pepper.
You know, it really wasn't a horrible call that time by the defense, but anytime you have to try and stop an offense like this in those medium yardage situations, you really have to come up in the coverage.
Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
Holding offense. Repeat, first down.
So the penalty puts them back for a 1st and long. Gets the pass out. Tackle was made by Williams.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.340. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
The Colts get into the end zone first.
Man, that is just pure speed, and when you have jets like that, it really throws a bit of fear into a defense because they know you have the ability to make a play from anywhere on the field.
Hit and drop at the 29-yard line. The Bills were able to get 3 points on their last possession. Throws it. He's there for the catch. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Hands it off. Bartell was there to bring him down. A couple of yards there.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain. And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Is there for the catch. He's tackled about the 43-yard line by Lofa Tatupu. And they can really put their opponent in bad field position with a good punt here. And not a good bounce on the punt. The Colts will look to build momentum by getting another touchdown on this series. Gets the ball away. Bethea makes the tackle. Miller with his 3rd reception. Gives it off. Antoine Bethea was there on the tackle. That's a nice 6-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down. Gets the pass off. He goes up high for the catch.
And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Gives it right side. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
Dumps it out right. About 4 yards on that play. So that'll make it 3rd down. Short pass to his left. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
And he makes it. Here's your sprint drive summary. He really came through on that long-distance attempt.
You don't make a kick like that without a perfect hold and a perfect snap. But let's give this kicker some credit. That was an extraordinary effort.
They had to punt it away on their previous drive. Moreno gets the call. Gilbert was there to bring him down. We played a quarter. The score is 10-3. Colts. They'll face second down and 10.
Get something together. Right 20. Right 20. Gun.
They hand it off. Gilbert makes the tackle. Gain of 2, and that makes it third down.
Let's do it. We gotta be big time now. Go.
They'll give it off here. He fights forward to about the 39 before he's gang tackled. The defense was ready on that series, and they had all the answers for what the offense tried to do.
And that's a humbling experience for any offense. When you go out there and have those 3-and-out series, you just go back to the sideline a little embarrassed, and the defense, they're upset. The Colts' last possession bogged down after starting off so well. They marched right down the field, but then had to settle for 3.
He throws right. Dante Whitner was defending on the play.
Second down.
Hit as he throws. Caught and dropped.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Here's the deep throw. Drops the easy pick. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass. Short throw to the right.
Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
Passes the ball.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
He throws short, and it's knocked down. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. Here's the throw. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Bernard Berrien was his intended target. Throws it. Almost picked. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
Brought down at the 24-yard line.
The offense really needs to get something going on this series. Maybe even just a field goal on the board is enough to get them jump-started.
Let's go now.
Flips it out short.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Dumps it out right. Eric Weddle was there to bring him down.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. That's what it is, baby. That's what it is. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Go.
Draw play. Kane is there on the tackle.
All right, baby. That was big. That was big.
Setting up a screen. The tailback has it. Makes a cut. And he will be hit and dropped.
That's it, baby. That's it
So
right there.
it's 4th down. The Bills are lining up to punt it away.
The Colts offense may be slightly disappointed with how that last drive ended. They held on to the ball for a while, but came away with only 3 on that one.
Short pass to his left. Antoine Bethea had the coverage on the play. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. That brings up 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 38. Gets the pass away. Knocks it away.
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Gets to the 26.
It's only a 2-possession game, but still they need to get their offense going before things start to get out of hand here.
Passes it out. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Short throw. Kane makes the tackle.
Well, the defense forced him to make the quick read and throw on that one. The catch was made, but there wasn't much yardage to go along with it. It's up to the receiver to make something happen on a play like that. The Bills are not doing a good job at all on the ground so far. They need to somehow get that turned around, because if you can't run it, boy, it is tough to throw the football.
The pass is away. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
2nd down and very short coming up. He'll get the call again. He fights forward to about the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They hand it off again. Runs over tackler. Smith will drop him behind the line at the 31.
For me, there's nothing more impressive in football than to see a cover quarterback able to come up and make the stops on the run. That's a complete football player. Well, you have to admire his courage. He's not afraid to make any throw, anytime, anywhere, but he's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Pennington gives it up the middle. The Colts call a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. And he makes it. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. Gets to about the 24. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out. They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the field.
Hands it off. Brought down behind the line.
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
They didn't have the ball long there.
And 3 and outs are embarrassing for an offense. When you go out there and run 3 plays and have to go jogging back to your sideline, those defensive guys, they aren't too happy.
Brings this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Bills offense has to be a little disappointed with how that last drive ended, to move the ball that effectively and only come away with 3 points.
Throws short. Katupu is there on the tackle. O'Shawn Moreno with his 4th catch of the game. Sees a man, goes deep.
Really nice job that time reading the blitz. He knew he was going to have a chance for a big play. Just hang in there, and he made it.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Passes it. That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. So they'll face a 2nd and 10.
Do what we do. Ready, go.
Here's the pass. Johnson makes the tackle.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to the right side. You're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
Chris Cooley gets in for 6. Wait, no signal yet. Yes, it's going to be 6 points. The Buffalo Bills end the 5-play drive with a touchdown.
Chad Pennington delivers a touchdown pass on a beautiful throw, and I just admire the way he plays the quarterback position. It's such an intelligence there, but also this gutsiness. What an awesome combination.
They can't bring him down. And he's drilled. What a hit. The Colts will start this drive at the 36-yard line. Passes to his left. Williams was there on the tackle. Let's send you to the studio for this brief halftime break.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Check out the scores from around the league. Let's take a look at the stars from this weekend's games. Chris Johnson has rushed for over 75 yards. Let's turn to your game stats. There was a big discrepancy in the number of plays run by each team in the first half, and the edge was held by Buffalo. Chad Pennington has thrown for over 150 yards. It's a tie game after 2. Now let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half of your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Ralph Wilson Stadium. They'll go to work at the 31. They hand it off. Breaks a tackle. A 7-yard play, and that will bring up second down. Sheds one tackler.
The Colts have had a brilliant game running the ball. This keeps up, this defense will be totally gassed in the fourth quarter.
Throws it out. He leaps. It's caught.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
Gets the pass away. Leaping catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, we're certainly not at the end of this game, but we're at a very significant part of it, and that was a big touchdown right there to put them up 6.
Hall puts it through, and it's a 7-point game. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Brought down at the 28-yard line. The Bills will begin this drive at the 28-yard line. He gets popped as he throws. Breaks free. Sean Moreno makes it 5 catches for the game. Passes. Brings it in. Tackle was made by Asamuga. Calvin Johnson finally gets into the action, making his first reception of the game. Fullback handoff. The stop was made by Gilbert. That's a 2-yard gain. That brings up second down. Hit on the pass. Still on his feet.
The Bills are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
This is unbelievable.
Rolling right. Short throw to the right. Kane is there on the tackle. Turner now has 5 catches. Passes to the end zone.
Chad Pennington delivers a touchdown pass on a beautiful throw, and I just admire the way he plays the quarterback position. There's such an intelligence there, but also this gutsiness. What an awesome combination.
Lee fields it at the 2. He gets to the 26. The Colts got the ball into the end zone on their last possession. Gets the pass out. Makes the catch, and he is dropped. He's now over 100 yards receiving in the game.
This is just one of those guys that can get separation. He always has a little space between him and the defender, making it easy on the quarterback.
Tackle was made by Williams.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Throws it. Drops the sure pick. Bernard Berrien was the intended receiver on the play. Gets the ball away.
The Colts are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
Gets the pass off. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Passes the ball. Dante Whitner was defending on the play. 3rd and 10 coming up. Makes the short throw. Holly was the intended receiver. 4th down. And they'll line up for the long field goal try. This one from 50. And it's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. He just showed off his incredible leg strength there. What a kick.
Wow. Can you believe he made that one? That's my expert analysis there. Wow.
And he gets brought down hard. The Bills have scored touchdowns on their last 2 possessions, so they'll look to keep momentum on their side. They'll give it off here. He fights forward to about the 29. Kane was there on the tackle.
Watch it fake, baby. Watch it fake. We up. Let's go. Check 3.
Hands it off.
And you have to be able to get that counter play going. When the penetration gets there and it forces those offensive linemen to go back just a little bit deeper, it throws off the timing of the entire play.
Dumps it out left.
The Colts came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
He makes it back to about the 31-yard line.
The Colts will look to get some more separation on this drive. A touchdown here would give them a 10-point lead.
Get ready. Spread 38. Spread 38.
He throws left. Iglesias with his 3rd reception. They'll need about 3 yards here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
He passes short.
It may be time now for this defense to start thinking about attacking a little more and bringing some pressure on the receiver. You can't keep giving up those short, quick throws.
They go with a run. He doesn't get back to the line.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
Cuts back, and he's dropped.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Passes to his left. The stop was made by Rivers.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid the price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice gain.
Here's the throw. And the pass falls incomplete.
Good release that time by the receiver at the line of scrimmage, but the pass simply was just not there.
Hands it to the back. He tries to spin, and he is dropped. A pickup of 4, and so it'll be 3rd down. Passes on the move. Phillips makes the tackle.
The Colts are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
End zone. Incomplete pass.
And that's one of those that the wideout goes back to the huddle thinking, he stinks, this guy's terrible. Then as soon as he sees his quarterback, he says, don't worry about it, we'll get it next time.
Throws it. Drops the easy pick. They can't hook up on the pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. Short pass. Jolly was there on the tackle.
Well, let's face it, there really aren't too many plays in the playbook that would have gained enough for the first down there, so they just took what they could get.
The Colts start this final quarter in the red zone, hoping to add to their three-point lead. And it's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. So after that kick, the score is now the Colts 26, the Bills 20. Hit and drop at the 23. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Gets the pass away. Pass is complete. And the last guy gets it.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job. Hey, we gonna do what we do. We follow you, dog. We follow you now. Go!
Moreno gets the ball. Seems to me that this is the time in the game where every play call for them is some type of pass.
Yeah, and really the way the game is played these days, if you're good enough throwing the football, you can make conservative pass calls that are essentially like run plays.
And that flag was thrown in the area of holding. That'll bring up second and long after the penalty. Just gets it off. He's there for the catch once again. That's number 2 on this offensive possession.
Yeah, you hear all the time about quarterbacks getting into a rhythm, but sometimes a quarterback and a receiver can get into a rhythm where the quarterback begins to look to one guy a little bit more because he feels more comfortable, and I think that's beginning to happen now. And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
It's tipped.
Whoa, that was really lucky. That one wasn't picked off. Not a good decision at all there.
Yeah.
They go with the run. And he's hammered in the backfield. Pretty obvious passing down here. The offense facing a third and long situation that they need to convert. Throws just as the pressure gets there. Runs right through the tackle. Is this a first down? Here's the measurement. The measurement shows us they're just inches away. Passes it out. And it's completed. It's going to be a first and goal for the Bills.
It is so hard to complete passes like that on fourth down because there's no mystery about what you're going to have to do. And especially in those long yardage situations, you have to execute perfectly, and that's exactly what they did.
This is the 10th play of the drive. Pennington pitches it out. Dropped behind the line.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle. Chad Pennington is not easily rattled. That time the defense came with a blitz, and yet he looked so calm, and he made them pay the ultimate price, 6 points.
And the point after is good. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Brought down at the 24-yard line. The Colts will set up shop at the 24-yard line. passes away. Across midfield. Bethea makes the tackle. Another completed pass puts him over the 300-yard mark.
And you know, this guy just loves to play football. I really like talking to him before the game. You can hear the passion in his voice. And when you have a leader that has that kind of passion and that kind of emotion, it's just so much easier to play the game.
He rolls right, passes it, and the defender intercepts it. Got away from the tackler. Now he has space. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, some defensive players, you don't want to throw it in their zone because it might get intercepted. Some guys, you absolutely don't want to throw it there because they can turn it into a touchdown going the other way.
Buffalo is up 8. Drop at the 22. They'll start this drive at the 22-yard line. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Portis comes away with 2 yards on the carry. Throws it short. It falls incomplete.
And that's the kind of pass you throw time after time, day after day in practice, and then you can't hit it in the game. Remarkable.
You've won an all-expenses-paid date with a cheerleader.
Short pass to his left. And that incomplete pass will probably lead to the punting unit coming out onto the field as they go 3 and out.
Not a very creative sequence of play calling that time. They just never seem to get anything going on that drive.
He's tackled at the 33. They'll get the ball here at the 33-yard line. Hands it off. Johnson was there to bring him down. Johnson makes his 5th stop of the game on that play.
Let's go now. Half. 118. 118. Let's go, baby, let's go! Let's stop them right now! Let's be smart! Let's go! They can't stop us! Go!
They'll give it off here. And he's knocked out around the 48-yard line by Johnson.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action. As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
He lost yardage on the play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive, the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Gives it off. Bartell makes the tackle.
So with under 2 minutes to go now, this offense failed to get the job done. They're going to have to punt the football away, and now the game is going to be placed in the hands of the defense.
And they'll down it at the 1. And that was an excellent chess move by their special team.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it checkmate just yet, though. You know, they'll probably have a couple more chances to get down the field and try and get back in the game, but man, it sure would have been a lot easier if they hadn't been buried inside their own 20-yard line.
Iglesias was his intended target.
Second down.
And he's hit as he throws. And he caught it. At the 40, down the sideline. Couldn't make the last guy miss. Holly now with 9 catches. And they'll try to speed things up a bit. He throws right. The stop was made by Dante Whitner.
You know, that's the kind of pass pattern I used to always love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there. Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
And the booth is going to challenge this one. They want to see if he was able to get both feet in bounds before going out.
Yeah, and think about this one from the official standpoint. Not only do they have to see whether or not he had clear possession of the football, but he had to have his feet in bounds. I don't know how, as an official, you can see both.
And this one will go in favor of the offense.
And there's nobody happier on the field than the receiver, maybe other than the quarterback, who gets to pad his stats a little too.
This one appeared to be on the offense. First and goal, they'll need to get this one into the end zone.
Let's go.
Short throw to the right. It's incomplete.
One of the great things about football is you have to play in every kind of weather condition, but right now getting a grip on that football is just not easy.
Give to the tailback. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
And typically you can tell if a counter is going to work or not based on whether those offensive linemen are able to turn the corner and start going up the field. If the penetration hits those guys in the backfield, very seldom will the counter work.
Yes, it's going to be 6 points. And with not a lot of time left in the game, they'll need to go for 2. This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call. Big conversion right here. Time is running out, and they need this to tie it up.
Get ready.
Passes to his left. No completion, and they really missed an opportunity there.
You know, I like the call. I have no problem with that. But if you're going to try and throw the football down here, the better option is to really try and sell that play action and then get the pass off. They just didn't get it sold there.
First down, 10 to go. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. And he'll just kneel it here. It's 2nd and 12. They go with the kneel down. They line up at the 41. That'll do it from Buffalo. Highlights are next, so stick around.